Hello, my name is Freak, and this is not a vlog. I just wanted to quickly rant about some recent Amazon purchases I made that have not worked out. So, I bought a bunch of shit to... I'm sorry, my glasses look all crooked. That's annoying me. I bought a bunch of shit to solve a bunch of quality of life issues that I've been having with various tech things. And most of these things have just not worked out for one reason or another. So the first thing I bought is this. This is a Wi-Fi adapter this is a 5G Wi-Fi adapter. It's a Blue Shadow, and it's just a USB dongle thing. And I bought this for my laptop because my laptop is old and it doesn't support the 5G connection that my house now has. It only supports the 2G, and the 2G is a lot slower. So I specifically bought this so that my laptop could connect to the 5G, which it does do. It was a bit of a pain to set up, but it does do it. But for whatever reason, it doesn't work as well as I wanted it to. It's not accessing the full speed and breadth of the or bandwidth of the 5G connection for whatever reason. I don't know what is causing that. Like, maybe the signal's just not strong enough for this thing, or it's hard capped by something, I don't know, but it's barely better than the 2G connection, just barely, and not consistently so. And not only that, but this drops out. Like, I lose connection with the 5G every now and then, whereas the 2G is a lot more stable. It's slower, but it's more stable. So unfortunately, this device has not worked out like I expected, and this was about $15, so that's going back. That's being returned. And then I gotta go to the other side of the room to explain the other shit that doesn't work. Let me just swap camera here. So this is my mess of a entertainment setup. I've got my PS4, my PS3, and my Nintendo Switch, and they're all hooked up, or at least partially hooked up to that power strip, which also has my monitor hooked up to it. This is a 31.5 inch monitor that I basically use as a TV. That is my air conditioner. That is not on this power strip. That is by itself on that outlet right below it, as you're supposed to do with an air conditioner. You're not supposed to use power strips with air conditioners, and you're generally not supposed to plug anything else into an outlet occupied by an air conditioner. Now, the air conditioner is relevant because one of the things I bought that didn't work, or it does work but not as well as I wanted to, is this HDMI switcher. So I got a lot of devices here, so I wanted to be able to, quickly swap between them without having to actually physically swap the cords. This is just as easy as hitting a button. It's off right now because the input isn't on, so yeah. So all three of those cords go into this cord, which connects to, where the fuck is it? Connects to this. This is a female HDMI dongle, which I use to connect two different cords because the monitor is far enough away from the backs of these consoles that one cord won't reach unless it's like a really long cord, but I didn't happen to have any of those, so I use a dongle to connect them. So anyway, I connect that into the monitor, and then the dongle connects into the cord that connects into the switcher, which connects into everything else. Now, the problem is that it does work. The switcher does work, but there is a problem. And it's that every now and then... Sorry, I'm out of focus. God damn it. Whatever. I don't know why the video is so out of focus. What the fuck? Well, that's another thing that doesn't work. But anyway, so I'll just explain. The audio is what's important here anyway. So what doesn't work is that every now and again the monitor will black out, and I'll lose connection for a brief instant, for just a second or two. But that is annoying. But I've noticed that it happens every time, specifically my air conditioner cycles power. If you've ever owned a window AC unit, you know that sound they make when they cycle back, when they complete a cycle or they restart a cycle or something like that. It draws a bunch of power at once. Window ACs are notorious power hogs, I suppose. Whenever that happened, I would lose connection, which confused me because they're on different outlets. But I think, after looking into it a bit, I think that oh, there's the focus. I think that every outlet in this room, of which there are 3, I believe. There's one right there. Sorry, I can't see my pointing. There's one right there. There's one under that table. It's underneath everything. That's what connects this power strip to. And then there's one all the way over there behind my bed, and that's where my laptop connects into, and my lamp, and I think my 3DS charger, my phone charger. But anyway, so I think everything's on one circuit in this room, despite there being 3 different outlets. That one might not be, I don't know, but these 2 definitely are on the same circuit. So everything's drawing power from the same circuit, and when the AC kicks on and it cycles its power or whatever the hell it's doing, I don't exactly know how it works, it's weakening the power draw for everything else just slightly, so that what I suspect is happening is that because this is unpowered, it's relying on the power of everything it's plugged into, and what's happening is that it's weakened. The power draw is weakened just enough so that what's happening is that I'm losing the HDCP, or the which is the copyright protection, not copyright but copy protection. Basically the protection the signal is under. I lose that handshake authentication. So basically, connections like this operate by authenticating the signal, and I'm losing that authentication when the air conditioner cycles power, which is a weird problem to have, but I'm told it's some kind of amperage issue where it's just drawing too much power at once. So yeah, obviously this blackout happens kind of at random. You know, I can't even show it for you because I can't predict when the air conditioner is going to do that. But over the past 2 days or so, I've noticed that it can either happen once every 2 hours, or it could happen multiple times an hour, just depending on what the hell the air conditioner is doing. And obviously that's annoying if I'm watching something on TV, or if I'm playing a game, just to have it cut out for a second. It's pretty annoying, you know. So, you know, it's not the biggest problem, but it's just something I don't want to have to deal with. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to just return to just plugging whatever cord I need in manually, because I didn't have an issue when I did that. It was only after I started using the HDMI switcher that happened. So I'm probably going to have to go back to living like that. This issue could be solved by hooking everything up to a UPS or a uninterrupted power supply. But that would be like another at least 50 to potentially up to 150, depending on how reputable I want the brand, I guess. That would be it'd be another expensive purchase, which is just not worth it to me, solely for the small convenience of not having to swap out cords. And then the other aspect of this that didn't work is that I actually bought an HDMI cord to use with the Switch, because I didn't have another one before that. What I would do is I would take it out. I would take the HDMI cord out of the PS3 and put it in the Switch, which is kind of annoying because you got to pull it down and flip open the hatch and finagle the thing in there and get it around the hook or whatever. So that was always annoying. So I bought an HDMI cord specifically for the Switch, and unfortunately, the one I bought doesn't fucking work. I even tried not using the switcher and plugging it in directly, and I got no signal. So this specific HDMI cord, this big thick one here, it does not work. So I'm gonna have to return that, which is unfortunate. So that was the third thing I bought in this order of quality of life shit that didn't work. So what I'm probably gonna have to do in the future is just swap the cords out manually with the dongle. And the other part of playing docked on Switch that annoys me is the fact that I have my one DualShock 4 that works, because I actually broke the other one. I think I might have talked about this on another video, I don't remember. But I had two DualShock 4s, but I broke one of them by trying to fix it. It had a very slight drift issue. Or not drift so much as like the analog stick would just get stuck in an input would get stuck. So I tried to open up to clean it, and I ended up fucking it up, and I ended up giving it a severe drift issue. So that DS4 is broken, so I only have the one now. So I have it plugged in here just to charge. And that's also connected by this cord is actually a male to female USB, and then like the actual charging cord is plugged into that end, and then I actually have it sealed off with electric tape because I got tired of it disconnecting at random, because, you know, sometimes when you yank on the cord or whatever, or because it has to travel from there all the way to the controller over there, which is actually on the little table there. But anyway, so that's a long way to go. So it's actually two cords hooked together, and they disconnect sometimes, so they're actually connected by electric tape. What was I talking about? Oh, anyway, so in order to use the DS4 on my PS3 or my Switch, I have, for PS3, I have this Mayfly adapter, Magic Ennis Mayfly adapter. You can use a DS4 on PS3 normally, but it's not like officially support. I mean, it is officially supported, but it's not good support. Like, it recognizes it as a third-party controller instead of an official Sony one, and some features are locked off, such as there's no gyro, you can't use the home button, it's annoying. So to access and some games have incompatibility issues when you do it that way. So to make it fully compatible, you got to use a adapter like this. For my Switch, it's actually a hacked Switch, so I actually have a homebrew plugin that lets me use a DualShock 4 via USB without an adapter, so I don't have to move the adapter, which would be annoying because which is good because I don't know if it would actually fit in the compartment in the back, but I still have to, if I want to play Docked on Switch, I have to unplug that and then plug it into that. And it's just a hassle to do that. So eventually I want to get a wireless controller for my Switch. I'm eyeing the 8BitDo Pro 2, which is an improvement or revision to the SN30 Pro Plus. But the Pro 2 is currently out of stock and might not be back in stock till September, which annoys the shit out of me. I don't know if I'm gonna... No, I've considered just biting the bullet and getting the SN30 Pro Plus, which is not that much worse than the Pro 2. It's a good controller, but, you know, if I'm going to spend that much money, I want to get the best I can, and I don't know if I'm going to really be playing a whole lot of Switch this month anyway, because I'm already playing a few things, and then Psychonauts 2 comes out later this month, so I'm probably not going to be playing the Switch a ton anyway, so I might as well wait till September. Anyway, that's a whole other issue. But those are some quality of life challenges that I've had that I tried to sort of circumvent with this order, and a lot of that shit just didn't work. I think the only thing I bought that actually fucking works, and I don't even know if it works, is this, what is this, 10 foot, 6 foot, I don't fucking know, it's long. It's just a normal fucking audio cord. It's male female USB, not USB, goddamn, I'm tired, 3.5 millimeter jack cord, and I haven't even taken it out of the box yet, so I don't know if it works. But the reason I bought this is because those 8BitDo controllers don't have headphone jacks, so I wouldn't be able to... There's the focus again, I don't know why it keeps going out of focus. So yeah, the reason I bought this was because when I play Docked on Switch, I can't get audio to a wireless controller, or a wired controller, or DualShock 4, or whatever I'm using, I can't get audio to it. So the only way I can get audio is actually plugging a headphone jack into the fucking console itself on top there, and then running it all the way over where I'm probably laying on my bed. I do a similar thing with the PS3, but what I do with that... And this has just turned into a whole fucking breakdown of my setup. But I actually have component cables in the back. The PS3 has like a special, I think it's proprietary. It's a proprietary component connection, which can connect into component. Yeah, it's component. The red, white, and yellow shit. It's here somewhere. It is... Which one of these fucking cords is it? I think it's this one. So what I do for PS3 audio, as you can see here, I have that plugged in. I leave out the yellow one because all I care about is the audio in this case. because the video is going through HDMI. So I have the white and red ones here. I mean, everything looks red because of my ceiling light. That was for a different video, but I've just left it on. I left it. Okay, so I put red masking tape on my ceiling light for a specific video, and then I just kind of liked how it looked, so I left it up. But anyway, everything looks red. That's why everything is red. There's no nuclear missile alert or whatever. Everything's just red because of scotch tape, or no, masking tape, sorry. Anyway, so I have these little dongles here. I can't point to them. Right there, you see, that connect into this thing, which is a composite to headphone jack, and then so that stretches out quite a bit of ways. And then I have a Steam Link cable, which I bought a long time ago for recording gameplay footage with the Elgato capture card I have. But it's also really good for just any time I want to have two audio sources into one headphone connection, which I use a lot for various things. So anyway, I just plug that in to extend it even further and carry it all the way over to where I'm laying in my bed. But I can't do that on Switch because there's no composite. So what I'm going to have to do instead is just run what I have done in the past when I played dock on Switch is just run the Steam Link cable straight from there to my bed, but that's not quite long enough. It's not a very comfortable situation, which is why I bought another extension cord so I can do it more properly. So yeah, that's why I bought that. I actually don't know if that works. I haven't taken it out of the box. I'm probably gonna have to check that just to make sure I don't have to return a fourth fucking thing. Right, I also mentioned that the 5G adapter was about $15. This switcher was also about $15. That cord was about $7, I think, and then that cord up there was, I think, about another $7. So it was like a $50 purchase, and most of it's going to have to be returned. So yeah, that's my tech situation. I'm not super happy about that. Hope you enjoyed my ramblings. This has been Zeke Freak. This was not a vlog. Ciao, ciao for now.